Hey guys, Dale Thompson here, and first of all, thank you for being here. As always, I appreciate you. It's kind of a dreary. I don't know. Is the sun out? No, no, the sun's not out. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit today. I was sitting at my kitchen table here today. My laptop or my desktop is in the shop, right? Getting a new hard drive. My hard drive went. Uh, I crack me up sometimes. Anyway, it went kaflooey, and it's my own word. And so it's in the shop, right? So I'm here in my kitchen, and I was sitting here thinking about what can I share with you today that will help you. It's the old adage that mostly everybody, especially in some of the free marketing strategies, right? Everybody's either in a business opportunity, marketing affiliate products, in a network marketing company, or they've been beat up by one and they're scared, or they're still in one, but their sponsor went in the witness protection program, right? So I didn't necessarily want to talk to you today about my business opportunity, although you may want to check it out. What I wanted to talk to you today more about is kind of the mindset. Entrepreneurs and people who are successful think a little bit. They're just like you and I, right? In that, they put their clothes on the same way. If they're a guy, they put their pants on the same way, their shirt on the same way. If they're a girl, maybe pants or a dress or whatever in their blouse, right? They do that all the same way. But what differentiates successful people from non-successful people is what's up here, is what's in between your two ears. Have you ever heard I forget who said it, but there was a quote out there that said, 80% of golf, right, is played in between your two ears. The other 20% is talent, right? And the same thing kind of applies to business. And when you're trying to build a business online, 80% is in between your two ears. And that's really, guys, what a lot of you, and I think that you struggle with, and why you're not seeing the success that maybe you want, is because your mindset's all wrong. I could sit here and teach you mechanics and, how to do this, how to do that, some strategies that I use, but they're all useless if your mind's not right first, right? Because what you concentrate on in your mind is what manifests in reality, right? So, I could sit here and teach you how to do things, but if your mind isn't correct to be able to take the information, absorb it, and then go apply it in your business, it's useless. I'm wasting my time. So I wanted you to think about something, 3 words that can change your life. And I'll explain why in a second. Listen up here for a minute, because this is really important, okay? The 3 words are, how can I? And here's how they can change your life. The average person, they come online and, maybe their sponsor tells them to do something. Perfect example, right? Most people have a phobia of the phone, right? And their sponsor, especially traditional MLMs, and network marketing companies offline, that's the first thing your sponsor tells you, right? Your mentor is make a list of friends and family, and invite them over for a meeting, right? And your first thought is, oh, I got to talk on the phone. I can't do that. right? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? Right? Or online, your sponsor tells you, well, okay, this is what you need to do in order to succeed. You need to market every day. You need to read every day. Personal development. You need to work on your personal development every day. Guys, personal development is so critical. Okay? It's going to get you through the tough times. Okay, that's what I mean about changing what's up here. You know, the mechanics are great, but unless you have the mindset to take the mechanics and succeed with them, it's somebody's waste of time to show them to you, right? Because the minute you hit that first roadblock and you run into a problem, instead of trying to figure it out, oh, I can't do this. This shit doesn't work, you know, and that's, you know, and you quit, right? So how can I? 3 words that can change your life and make you rich. Instead of saying, well, I can't, you know, spend money on that piece of education. I can't afford it. It's coming from a mindset of scarcity, a mindset of, you know, here's 2 things you have to remember is the human race is driven by 2 emotions, what they do. So the first one is pain and the deep-seated need to avoid it, and pleasure and the deep-seated need to gain as much of it as we possibly can. Okay? And when you understand that, you can start to control your mind and make your life manifest what it is you want to manifest. And here's what I mean. Instead of, you know, somebody telling you, well, you need to purchase that course to get the education that you need in order to build your business. Or let's just say, let's take a more common example, right? Someone that needs to lose weight, okay? And, you know, I'm a little heavy set on working on that myself now. But, you know, the biggest fear or the biggest thing that holds someone back, I think, is all of the work and the starving and the you know, the depriving of yourself and the workouts that you have to do and how painful that's going to be, and you have to take time out to do that and you don't want to move, right? That's what you focus on, the pain. So what happens? You stay the way you are, right? Now, what if you were to change that mindset around consciously and say, well, you know, if I lose weight, you know, I'm going to look better, I'm going to feel better, I'm going to be more attractive to the opposite sex if you're single, right? And you concentrate on that, all of a sudden your mind starts to look for ways that can happen. How can I lose weight? Instead of, oh, I tried dieting, I tried this, I tried that. Instead of saying, how can I lose weight? When you do that, the mind starts to look for ways to manifest what you're concentrating on, which is, how can I lose weight? All of a sudden, you find yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do. Same in business, you know, and guys, what I'm saying here, it's so critical to your success in life, but in business especially, because I've studied a lot of successful people over the last few months that are in my company that are $1 million earners. And I look at what they do and I talk to them. And there's a certain way that successful people think that normal people don't. Because normal people, as I said, they think of the pain of having to do something rather than the pleasure they're going to get from actually doing it, right? They come from a scarcity mindset. Oh, I can't afford to go to that event. That's going to cost me $500 or $1,000 or $2,000. I can't go. I can't afford it. I'm lucky I can pay my bills. Instead of saying, well, I understand that I need to get there in order to have a big breakthrough in my business. So how can I do that? How can I do what can I do to make that a reality in my life? Make sense, guys? And as I said, this is so critical, and this is why I'm talking to you this way today, is because I feel that I appreciate you, and I feel that the best way for me to help you is not with mechanics, but with getting you to make that mind shift, that shift up here, that little shift that all of a sudden can create. And you can do it like that if you make all it takes is a simple decision. All it takes is a simple decision, and you can make that mindset shift in a heartbeat. But you have to take action and make the decision. Now, guys, I've talked a lot today about mindset, okay? And it's because of the tremendous transformation that's happening in my life right now over the last couple months, and how I've been able to make those make that mindset shift from being the average Joe who works, in corporate America and gets a job at the end, gets a check at the end of the month or at the end of the week or every 2 weeks, to someone who is looking to build their own destiny instead of let someone else control that. Jim Rohn once said that if you don't get busy starting to build your dream, someone will recruit you to build theirs. And that's what's happened to most people in society today, is they've been recruited to build somebody else's dream, and they've left their dreams behind. And to me, that's sad. So what I'd like you to do is, there is a banner below that I'd like you to click on and get introduced to the community that I have been involved with for the last several months, that have really starting to change my life and starting to change the lives of so many people, including a lot of members of my team who have plugged in and actually utilized the training that is there. So if you are of that mindset that you really want to succeed, go ahead and click on that banner down below. And there's also an opt-in form. You can do that as well, just to opt in. And you'll be taken to a short presentation that will tell you a little bit more about the company and how so many people around the world are finally succeeding online with this community. So guys, with that being said, as always, I appreciate you. I believe in you. You can do this, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.